Hello everybody, welcome to the channel, and today I'm going to do an unboxing, kind of a little different than what you're used to seeing, but I'm going to do an unboxing of Warhammer Underworlds, Embergard, and this is the core game here. Now, if you're used to my channel lately, you've seen a lot of war games, and I'll still be doing some war games, but I'm also going to be getting back into Underworlds, Warhammer Underworlds. I really like this game. The channel started out as a Warhammer channel, and I got away from Warhammer 40k because it just got too large, too overpowering. I got into Underworlds, and then Underworlds got a little crazy in itself, so I sort of got out of that, and I've been doing wargaming, which I've been doing since very young. But today I'm going to do an unboxing of Embergard, and this is a nice game. It comes with miniatures, cards, and they say combat. And what I like about these games is that, unlike Warhammer 40k, is that these games work on a map, and we have hex grids just like we do in wargaming. And we also have cards that can boost the powers of the fighters, and then also give you rewards to win the game. And it's a two-player game, takes about 30 minutes, age 12 and up. And the content has 2 war bands, the Ember Watch, which is 3 fighters, and Zicket Tunnel Pack, which is 5 fighters, and 8 fighter cards, and 2 war scroll cards. And then you get these 4 rifle decks here. Now these decks allow you to improve, like I said, the quality of your fighters. And it used to be when you bought a set of fighters like this here, like this Night Vault here, when you bought a set of these, they came with the models inside, and you had the models that you put together, and then they came with cards also that you would get that would be specifically for this group here. And so that got to be a lot of cards, because every time you bought a new set of characters, you got a new set of cards that involved cards that could only be played with these guys here, and then you had generic cards that could be played with anybody. And so it got I have a ton of cards, is what I'm saying. So they've slimmed this down now. They made it so that you have cards that can be used for any faction, any warband, and which is kind of nice. But it does eliminate all the cards you had before. So all of our maps, all of the cards are no good anymore. But all of our old characters, all of our old miniatures are still usable in this game, which is nice. So let's open up the box, see what's inside. I'm kind of anxious to start playing this, actually, and so I'm looking forward to it. So let me put this off to the side here. Now the first thing you see, is this right here, and this is a nice heavy package here, sealed up. And then we have our different sprues here, and here we have the rat boys here that are the tunnel guards. And so nice sprues there. We have 6. You can see that we have 6 bases, so we have 6 characters, and all these are snapped together, so they go together rather quickly, and then you paint them. And I'm hoping to do some painting on this channel to show you how I'm going to paint these up here. And then we have our other characters here, and these guys here, we have 3 of them, and the guards, and they're generally almost in every single one. The storm guards are in every single pack, the base kits. So these guys, will be painting these up too, but nice sprues, nice quality, good detail in, and that's what, Games Workshop does really well, is they do some really nice miniatures, so they really end up looking good. And again, snap together, so there's no need for glue. And we have this envelope here, which I will open up as well as I can. And we have our dice. And so we have attack dice, which are these 5 here, and we got defend dice, which are these ones here. And we'll talk more about that when we start playing the game and getting you involved there. Oops, one more attack dice there. So they're the same. They're still exactly the same as they were in the old ones. So you can, if you have a favorite set of dice from the old set, you can use them in this game too. So that looks good. So let's see what all is in this one here. So let me open this one up. break the seal, quality assurance. And if I can try to, I'm trying to get this apart without ripping it up as much as I can. There we go. And there we are. Okay. All right, so, and I'm facing it this way towards me. So the first thing we have is our Warhammer Underworlds rulebook. And here's the rulebook for all the game. And I actually already read this online, so it's nice to have a physical copy, but I also have it on my iPad so I can read it at night when I'm laying in bed, or whenever I happen to be someplace I can look at it on my phone. Yeah, this part here is not online. The expanded rules are. Rules clarification is. But as we get into the deck building, that's not online. And so all of this is extra, which I will be reading tonight. And the Mines of Embergard talks about the background, of the backstory to the game. And then Zikit's Tunnel Pack talks about the characters, and the Ember Watch talks about them. And then they have a showcase here, and a building and painting. It's funny, I'm going to be painting that particular set next. This is one of my favorite sets, and I never got around to painting it. And the next set is new warbands, which we will definitely be getting new warbands to show you here soon. Then we have a quick start sheet, which just limits the amount of stuff that you do, so you can get it to quick start it. I had my granddaughter up this weekend, last week, I said, and she learned how to play this, the quick start, on my other games. So here are our building instructions for our sprues, our pieces. And then this one is a punch out for, oh, here we go. Here's a punch out for our different pieces in the game. And these are actually looking really nice, actually. And then here is the map. And one of the reasons that it used to come with 2 maps, the games just come with 2 maps. Now they're just a single map. And it's a much smaller playing space. And this is, again, the nice thing about this game, like my war games, they're very large maps sometimes. But this is a nice compact game that's easy to play. It's easy to play within a lunch hour, and so you can do everything with that. So now we're getting down to, the packs here. Let me try to bring these out correctly, hopefully. That one's outside the pack there. Okay, so there's that pack. And then, well, this just looks like a filler piece. Oh, I see why I can't get that now. So, pull this out and pull this one out. And we'll set this aside here. And you'll see this how we have this nice looking map here. And these are all your battle pieces. Each one of these represent different things in the game, and you try to accumulate these gold tokens here. And I believe on the back there's 5. Yeah, so just when you accumulate 5 of these, just flip it over. These are going to be treasure pieces that you set on the map. You can see that they're the same shape as these. So I'm going to set this all aside here for a sec, and we'll talk about the cards that came in this set. Let me just open this thing up. We'll have this down here so that we can look at stuff on the map here. All right, so the first thing is that we have the rival card decks here. And so we have 4 different rival card decks now. Let me remove these guys here, because these are actually our character cards here. And this is the other rival deck. And move this on over. And put him there. Okay. So, and then we have some other pieces here. So let's look at all these. So it has territories, talks about the territories on the map and what belongs to, because players do have territories. So if you're playing on this side, this is your friendly side, this is your enemy side. Combat sequence card. So you have a reference here. Core abilities right here and here. and the core abilities are important. Roll off. So because we're using different dice, we have some roll off here, and then we have battle turns and turn sequence. So nice little reference cards here to keep aside. And again, these are the cards that go with our miniatures. So we have our battle cards here, and each one of these has specific things for the fighter. They can move 3. Their defense is 1. They have to roll the shield. They can take 5 damage here, and when you kill them, they're worth 3 gold coins there, or 3 treasure tokens, whatever you want to call them. This shows that he's an archer, which means that he does have a range attack, because right here, these are his attacks. Melee attack, when he's 1 square away, he rolls 2 dice, tries to get 2 of these hammers. That's worth 2 damage. When he's 3 spaces away, he can use his range weapon, which is his compound bow there, and rolls 2 dice and looking for hammers, and does 1 damage. And the same way here, he's an archer also, and he's an archer. So they all of them have range, and they all have melee attacks. And this one here, because of the crown, he's the leader. And then when they do certain things in the game, they get to be inspired. And when you flip them over to be inspired, you have this side. And these have a little better, like if you look here, this is 3 damage here. This is 3 dice, I'm sorry, 3 dice he's doing. Now he's rolling 4 dice, so he has better odds. 2 dice, rolling 3 dice now. He goes from moving 3 here. Let's see, moving 3, rolls 2 defense dice here now instead of 1. He still moves 3. So it doesn't move anymore. 5 and 5, so the damage is the same on that side. And let's see when we inspire this guy. So when they get inspired, there's certain things that have to happen. Then they turn on over. So these are our 3 characters here for the Stormguard, I believe. The Emberwatch. Got to get their names right. And then here's our tunnel pack group. And I'm looking forward to painting these guys. I think these are some cool looking, excuse me, miniatures. So I'm looking forward to painting them. And again, this is their normal side. And then when they get inspired, the cards flip on over. And they're like this. Now the old cards that came with the other characters here, they were similar to that, but they had writing here, and they had stuff on the cards here. And now this goes on this large card here, which covers all of these guys. And the other thing too is I think that the game is made this way so that it's all symbols here, so that anybody can play this game because it's all symbols. All you need are the appropriate language cards here and here, but here you can play with anybody. And it doesn't matter, they're just using these symbols here on the cards. So that's really a good idea, I think. And then we have our different rival decks here. And this one's Pillage and Plunder, Countdown to Cataclysm. Save my words, late at night now. Emberstone Sentinels and Blazing Assaults. So what that means is like Pillage and Plunder here. So this one is going to have a deck that consists of so many rewards cards, and that's these gold ones, and then you have these red ones here. And these cards here can boost your player. So when you put this one on, let's see, pick a friendly fighter, push that fighter 1 hex. So this gives you a free move to that fighter, a friendly fighter. Push your leader up to 3 hexes. That push must end in a starting hex. So, you can move your leader away from somebody, or play that at any time. Let's see, do they have some buffing ones in here? I don't see any. But there are other ones that will allow you to buff up your leader and make it so that they can do some more damage. But I haven't looked at these cards, so I probably shouldn't say that, because I really haven't looked at them yet. But here's these cards here allow you to collect your gold coins, which allow you to win the game. And these are kind of cool. And so score this at the end phase if there are 1 or fewer treasure tokens in friendly territory. So if somebody goes around picking up the tokens and they're gone, you get to score a gold for that. So each one has a sort of a thing that you can either play right away when you meet the qualifications, or at the end of your turn when it meets qualifications, and you get different amounts of gold. You see there's 2 there, 1, 3 there on that one. So that's a much harder objective to make. So, you know, all these cards are in your hand and you play them. And if you play them all out, you get a number of gold coins. So now the main change here, and I'll just put these aside here. So outside of the cards being the main change, where you don't have, you know, character-specific cards, are these here. And these cards here give you your warband. You know, talks about what fighters are in it, gives you a little history of the warband, gives you the numbers of the warband so you can identify them real easy, which is really nice. These cards here, they used to have these little tiny pictures up here, and sometimes when you have characters that all look the same, it was hard to tell which one was which. So this allows you to know who's who on the game board. And also too, the fact that these cards all have large photos of them, less writing, and give you easier character recognition on them. So again, these have the inspire here. So after an action step, a friendly fighter was dealt damage or slain in that step, pick one other friendly fighter inspired. So if you killed one of these guys here, then you could pick another one to inspire. So if all of these are in this side, and you killed this guy, then I can inspire this guy because you killed him, because that met my inspire step. And then we have other things here that use immediately start of your action step if each friendly fire has a charge token. So these particular things will increase what they can do, give them extra powers, and make them a little bit more combat ready, I guess, and other things. And some of these you can only use once per turn, I believe. Yeah, once per game. Well, once per game on this one. Per game. This one doesn't have that. So these two you can only use once per game. So you got to pick when you're going to use them. And this one here is for the Ember Watch here. And these are these guys here. And after the action step, friendly fighter begins the action step in enemy territory or uses a core ability, inspire that fighter. So, you know, again, we go back to our core ability cards here, and we have charge tokens. So basically moving, a move, an attack, a guard. So these are all actions that they can take that are your core ability. And if they do that in enemy territory, so once your character crossed over in enemy territory and they use that ability, you can flip this card over, and now they become much stronger in the game. So that is a quick box opening of Embergard. Let me get my box back here of Embergard right here, and hopefully you enjoyed that. And I hope that you come back. I'm going to do some more box openings of, you know, we got some of the new characters and stuff that we're going to check out. So please do like and subscribe to the video, and hopefully we'll see you around more as we start getting back into Warhammer Underworld and playing the game. Appreciate you stopping by, and try to have a good day. Take care.